Hey, guess what? I watched the Game Award last night. Watched the Game Awards last night. There we go. Speaking of last night, I worked an extended shift and I'm staying in a hotel right now for a house renovation. So we're gonna do this one take, and the mistakes you get are the mistakes you get. But I had so much fun watching the Game Awards that I had to talk about it. Like, I know everybody's talking about it, so I had to talk about it. So I'm gonna be referencing papers and stuff, and then I'm gonna show you some of the picks that I made and how many I got right and how many I got wrong. I did not actually agree with some of these. I feel like I'm right and they're wrong, but I will show you as we go. We're just gonna start at the top and work our way down because that's how I wrote everything. Did I mention I'm tired? So anyway, the Game Awards were super cool. Lots of great new trailers, lots of great announcements, some not so great, like ending it on a live service free to play. Okay, everybody's gonna talk about that one too, so I'll let them complain about that. I got to watch it after the fact because I slept through most of it. But Game of the Year, we all know, went to Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and that is what I picked. Well, that's great. That's never gonna work. In theory, in my head, this was working. That's what I picked here. Yay! So I agree with this, and fantastic game came out of nowhere. Amazing music, amazing everything, amazing story. The voice acting, everything was incredible. So I'm so glad it won as many awards as it did. And so I do agree with Game of the Year. Then we've got game direction and narrative. Both went to Expedition 33, which I have over here and here. Agree. Yes. All right. Fantastic. But when we get to art direction, I really thought Silksong knocked this one out of the park. So I was kind of sad to see that yet another game that just looks realistic, yay, won for art direction, because we've kind of hit the point on games where I feel like everything looks the same. Yeah, you can still have it stylized. You can still have your same style. But when all the faces look like real human faces, there's not a lot to stylize there. There's not a lot of art style when everybody just looks like another human that you would see walking down the street. So I really think that Silksong here, I think Silksong should have had it, and kind of sad they didn't. Then score, music, absolutely. Expedition 33, all the way. Totally agree here. I can't even tell you the amount of times that I binged that 3-disc score. Like, oh my gosh, incredible. The audio design, I said that it should go to Death Stranding 2. A lot of this has to do with the emptiness of the game. The nature is so important. Those little details to attention in the sounds are so important that I feel like I thought Death Stranding had it. But it went to Battlefield 6. So awesome. Like, that was another fantastic game that dropped this year. And yes, sound design in an action game like that where you have to be able to hear what's going on around you, absolutely fantastic. I am not mad at this win. I think I am very proud of Battlefield 6 for how well they did in this round. When it comes to performance, I don't know a lot about voice acting, and I had no idea who any of these people were. I didn't know that Troy Baker was in The Last of Us. I didn't know that he was in, 200 Amazing Games. One of my Tales games, he was a lead character. I didn't know this. I don't know voice actors. I don't even know regular actors that well. It's just not something I follow. So I ended up picking Troy Baker because I thought the dude that did Indiana Jones and sounded enough like Indy to really make it feel like an Indiana Jones game, but yet made it his own. That's a really, really high ask of a voice actor. But apparently he's the guy to do it because he's one of the most awarded voice actors in history, I guess, per my friend Dersami. Thank you so much for enlightening me to this. And sorry if I'm talking fast. Did I mention I worked really late and I'm going to go to bed late? So we're doing this quick. Next up, we've got innovation for accessibility. And I absolutely picked Doom: The Dark Ages. Boom. Right here. And yes, Doom, the Dark Ages is what brought in the win here. So many great accessibility features in that game. I didn't actually play it, but I read up on all the different things that these games added for accessibility. And it just seemed like Doom went above and beyond the ask, right? So good for them. Thank you so much for making such an accessible game. Thank you, devs, for doing that for people, because I know Doom is such a beloved franchise. Games for impact, I put South of Midnight. I'm actually playing South of Midnight right now, and I love this game. The music is spectacular. You want to talk about art style? This game has an art style. This should have been nominated for art style. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful. But that is not what happened. So why is my song changing? Sorry. I'm supposed to be playing the same song on loop. I'm just posting the video. I can't edit music in, so I'm playing music. Thank you, Stream Beats. So where was I? Discord, right. Games for Impact, South of Midnight. Yes, that is what won. That is what I said should win, and I'm feeling really good about that one. There were some really great games in this category, though, and I wish we could recognize all of them, because there were some really tough topics that were tackled by some of these games, and I just really appreciate that people are making these kinds of games for the people that it may help them with struggling through those particular topics in their own lives. So next up, best ongoing. Well, I picked No Man's Sky. Heyo, and that's what won. Fantastic. It has been an incredibly well-received game. I know it had like one of those rocky launch periods, but then the devs were like all over it. They listened to the community, they took care of things, they fixed it, and this thing is flourishing. So yeah, fantastic. No Man's Sky, great job. Really agree with that choice. Best community support, I also went with No Man's Sky. So I had two for this one. But it went to Baldur's Gate 3, which I think is also a great choice. Again, I'm not mad about No Man's Sky not taking this one. I think Baldur's Gate is a fantastic choice. So yeah, good job. Then this is where I kind of went off the rails, and I didn't get very many correct after this. I wasn't trying to guess who would win. I was picking my winners. So it's okay if they're not the same. But best independent game, there's going to be a lot of talk, and there's already been a lot of talk, about Expedition 33 and how indie is it. It is definitely an independent game, but it is a highly budgeted, highly marketed, maybe even on a AA level of budgeted marketing, that it seems almost unfair to pit these much smaller but exceptional indie titles against it, because they don't stand a chance. That said, I voted for Absalom, which I played last weekend. I beat this last weekend, and holy crap, it was so cool. The graphics were great. The voice acting was great. The sound design was great. The combat felt so buttery smooth. Oh my gosh, like please, more games like this. But again, Expedition 33 took this title, and I feel like maybe somebody else should have had it. Debut indie. It's just unfortunate that this was Sandfall's first game, because that means that it automatically knocked everybody out of debut indie as well. And Expedition 33 took that one, whereas I voted for Blueprints. I thought Blueprints was a phenomenal first game, and I want to see more things from the studio. Then we've got, best action. Now, best action, I said Hades 2. Yes, and that's what won. Where are we at? Hades 2 won best action. So here we are. We're back on track. Fantastic. And then we kind of go off the rails again. Best action adventure. I said, what did I say? Split Fiction. That's right. I'm also playing Split Fiction right now. And honestly, guys, it might be my favorite game ever. This is so cool. So I picked Split Fiction because I'm loving it right now. And I did not pick Hollow Knight. So I was wrong. It wasn't Expedition 33 this time, but it was Hollow Knight. Good job, Silksong. I'm really proud of you for winning that one. And sorry, Split Fiction, you had my vote. Then Hazelight has done some amazing stuff, and I really want them to reap the rewards for that. Then we had best RPG. So I looked at this category as the best game to truly fall into the role of the character that you are playing in the game, role-playing game. And yes, Expedition is a traditional role-playing game in the sense that you have a party and you go out on an adventure and you, I guess, are supposed to become the main character. I don't know. I never felt like that in those kinds of like turn-based or hack and slash action RPG things. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, come on, how can you not give that the best RPG? You like become this dude and you are, I mean, it's first person for crying out loud. You are him. Robbed, I'm telling you. Because again, Expedition 33 took this one. Then we've got best family game. And I went with Split Fiction again, surprise, because that's a great one to just sit down with one of your family members and play together and have fun together. I think it's a great game for families. Wait, is that what I did? Which one did I do? Oh no, that's not what I picked. I picked that for best multiplayer. We'll do multiplayer first. I picked Split Fiction for multiplayer because I'm loving playing it with another person. But Arc Raiders, come on. It's the obvious choice. It's the best choice, frankly. I'm telling you, my personal favorite versus what should actually have won, the correct game won. Let's be real here. Arc Raiders has just come in like blowing everybody else out of the water in terms of like actual multiplayer, PvP, but kind of PvE until you get forced into PvP. That's why I'm not playing it. I don't like PvP. But oh my gosh, I love watching my friends play this game. So then let's jump back to family. Donkey Kong Bonanza got it. Yeah. Okay, you had to throw Nintendo a bone somewhere. I get it. They probably paid you a lot of money. I voted for Sonic. The Sonic Racing Crossworlds is what I said was going to win. Boom, we got Sonic here. And I picked them for racing also because, come on, so good. But no, they didn't get it for family. They didn't get it for racing. Freaking Mario, because again, I'm telling you, like, do people even play these games? How many of the jury, we all know that this is not your typical awards show. They have a bunch of people across the industry not required to play the games, not required to pick from a specific list, just rank choice any game out there that fits this category. And that's how people vote. And then whoever gets the most votes gets in, and whoever gets the most votes wins. It's not like a normal voting show or a normal awards show voting style like the BAFTAs or something like that, where you have like a jury and a panel and everybody has to come together and have discussions. And anyway, none of that occurs. So sure, everybody knows Mario. Hey, it's Mario. It's got to be the best, right? So freaking Mario got it. Ugh, come on. Sonic deserved racing. Come on. You Formula One folks, I know you want to come at me, but Sonic's the best, man. All right, so what is next? So we did multiplayer, best sim. Okay, best sim. I put The Alters. I went with The Alters because that is such a cool new concept for a video game that I had to go with it. I haven't played it yet, but it's on my Christmas wish list, and I have it on good authority that I'm getting it for Christmas, so I'll get to play it next year. I'm really excited that they added that relaxed mode because I was not looking forward to the survival components on this game, and any handicap I can get is going to be much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, so that went to Final Fantasy Tactics. Sure, I can see it. Best sim, best tactic, best whatever that category was. Sim strategy. There we go. Yes, Final Fantasy Tactics is an amazing strategy game. It is so beloved. So anything that they're going to do with that IP, that Final Fantasy Tactics IP there, that's likely to win. That's likely to be the most recognized and high quality game design. So we're getting here to the end. Best adaptation. Dudes, I went with Devil May Cry. Are you kidding me? That anime slapped. But no. Of course, Last of Us Season 2. I can't watch anything with zombies in it. Not gonna happen. So here's my Devil May Cry vote over here. But no, I'm not gonna watch anything with zombies in it. Not happening. Not gonna vote for anything with zombies in it. They are so... Oh, like that trailer last night for the zombie game. Oh man, what was that called? Something about stupid. That one. It looked like Lollipop Chainsaw with some Hyper Light Drifter vibes. I don't know what this game is, but they may actually get me to play a zombie game because they literally said, not another effing zombie game. Like, yeah, seriously, why we gotta do more zombies? That's why. So it actually looked pretty good. They might get me to play a zombie game. Wow, I digress fast. We gotta keep going. Most anticipated. I am not playing GTA. I have never played GTA. I'm not interested in GTA. I don't want to go do crimes. I want to be the big damn hero. I want to save the world. I want to stop the crimes. So, like, I need to go play the precinct or something because GTA is not going to cut it for me. I'm way too much of a goody two-shoes. So I voted, the one that I am most excited about for next year is Wolverine. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I've been into X-Men since I was little bitty. I have a picture, and gosh, I wish I could throw it in here. I have a picture of me. I will post it, I swear to you. I will post it on my like comment area on YouTube. I will show you the picture of me that I'm talking about in this video. When I was 10 years old, dressed as Wolverine, okay? I took like plastic rulers and I taped them to my legs as armor, and I took pencils and I taped them to my knuckles as my claws, and I was wearing goggles, like swimming goggles for my mask. Dude, I was Wolverine that day, and I want to play this game so damn bad. I'm so excited. So Wolverine is my most anticipated game. So there we go. Wolverine. Ba-da-da-da. All right, and then I honestly forget the esports, forget the content creators, forget the fan favorites, whatever. I actually did just download Wuthering Waves though, so we're gonna find out what I think about that soon. But yeah, I actually really like the Game Awards, and I hope you all were able to enjoy it too. And I'm also very sorry for the noise if you can hear it, because there's a lady vacuuming in the hallway. I'm over this hotel. But anyway, what did you guys think of the Game Awards? Leave comments below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think that I liked that was dumb. Let me know what you agreed with that didn't win and should have. All right. We're going to call it here, and I'm going to see what I can do about editing it on my tablet. I've never done that before, so we're going to have a little adventure. And hopefully I get this out by the weekend. And yeah, don't forget, try new things, slay that backlog, and cheers to you all. Ooh, wonky chair, what the shit?